Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to Doing Group. We are the manufacturer of the waste tire with plastic pyrolysis equipment. Today we're going to share the application of products of this waste tire plastic pyrolysis plant. So here are some product cases just from all over the world. And now we have more than 120 countries. We have our customers. So if you want to visit our project cases, you can contact with our sales manager. If you want to know more information about this pyrolysis plant, you can leave your WhatsApp email in the comment section, and our sales manager will contact with you and send you our catalog and project cases. And we have three kinds of the pyrolysis plant. The batch type pyrolysis plant, semi-continuous and fully continuous pyrolysis plant. Later we will show you the differences between these three kinds of equipment and the advantages of different plants, and it's suitable for different raw materials. So thank you for watching today, and first we will show you the fully continuous pyrolysis plant that can work for 45 to 60 days, and also we have the batch type and semi-continuous pyrolysis plant. And this picture shows is the raw materials that we can use to process, and we can get the flue oil, carbon black, steel wire, syngas, aluminium ingot from different kinds of the raw materials. You can have a look at this first. This shows a different name of the raw materials. The most common one to process is the waste tire and the oil yield. For the OTR tires, large tires from truck, cars is 40 to 45. And some like the small tires, the tires from bicycle, from the motorbike, they are 35 to 40% of the oil yield. And the plastic, kind of difference, depends on where the plastic used for and how many water or other material contained, almost from 30 to 95. The 95% of the oil yield is from the pure plastic, like the pure PS. This can just more than 90 to 95. But if you choose the other kind of plastic, like plastic from daily waste, construction waste, industrial waste, then oil yield depends on how many other things contained or how many water contained. And this is for the plastic things, except the PET and PVC is not suitable to be the raw material of the pyrolysis project. All other kind of plastic, PP, PS, ABS, PC, or other kinds, they can use this pyrolysis plant and get plastic flue oil and carbon black and syngas. And then the third one and the first one, they are all called hazardous waste that can process them and get the flue oil or the tar or syngas from them. Because the hazardous waste, we can't throw them just or randomly. They need to process. And for the oil sludge and the coal tar oil, their oil yield is various, like this Peter said, because they also rely on how many water content, oil contains. If you get the solid or semi-solid oil sludge, so the oil yield is something lower than the liquid or semi-liquid materials. And the fifth one is the aluminium plastic. This is the include just one of the plastic. But they have some metals inside. The aluminium, we can recycle the aluminium ingot after pyrolysis, and this is actually it's much more higher of the prices than the plastic things. So it's also have a large market of the aluminium plastic. And this is the 3 kinds of the raw materials that we can process. But not only this, we also can process other raw materials that contain different oils. Well, if you wanted to know any other material that we can process, you can contact with us. We have our WhatsApp, and you can send your WhatsApp to us privately. Our sales manager can give you a detailed data, a detailed catalog. Just have an introduction about our project and our plant. And this is the first kind of the pyrolysis plant. Well, our technique is to put the raw material into the pyrolysis reactor. Then we can, just by heating, we can get the flue oil gas from pyrolysis, and then the gas will come to the condensation system to condense them, to liquidize them to the flue oil. And this is the old technique. Also, the carbon black, we will discharge them from the discharging system. And if you are worried about the pollutions, there are different plan of the purification system for different regions, different regulations of the policies. So you don't need to worry about. They are all environmental friendly. And this equipment shows is the fully continuous pyrolysis plant. You can have a look. The capacity is much more larger than the batch type and semi-continuous pyrolysis plant. The biggest one is 50 tons per day. So for our fully continuous pyrolysis plant, the feeding, pyrolysis, slagging are all running continuously. So in order to ensure the continuous supply of raw materials to the reactor, the raw material should be shredded so that they can feed them in the feeding system without oxygen getting inside. When the waste tire as the raw material, it should be processed to rubber powder, because the steel wire, the waste tires contain the steel wire, so they may remove them at the very beginning. This is the pre-process of the raw materials, just because, or it may block the tube inside. So it's very necessary to remove the steel wire and to crush them into the rubber powder. This is some kind of brief introduction of the fully continuous pyrolysis plant. And let's see the capacity: 15 tons, 20 tons, 30 tons, and 40 tons. If you want a larger one or bigger one, you can contact with our sales manager. They can just contact with our engineer and give you the plan. Or you can contact with our engineer directly. The equipment advantages for the fully continuous pyrolysis plant. The first is fully automatic running. We have the PLC system that is much more labor saving. We only need 1 or 2 workers during the production. They can control the whole plant. And the second one is continuous production for 24 hours. Well, that is depends on the fully feeding, pyrolyzed, and slagging continuously, so they can work for 24 hours, do not need to stop. Just compare with the batch type and semi-continuous one, they need to cool down the reactor, or they are the separate step of the feeding, pyrolysis, and slagging. So that's why the fully continuous one have the highest efficiency of just compare with this 3 pyrolysis plant. And the third advantages is the big processing capacity. That is, the batch type and semi-continuous, they can work for 1 batch for 1 day or 2 batch for 3 days. The 3 batch for 2 days. The semi-continuous is have a higher efficiency than the batch type of 3 batch for 2 days. But the fully continuous one, they can work 24 hours without stop and can process the raw material is much more higher. The biggest one is 50 tons per day, but the batch type, biggest one is 20, same as the semi-continuous one. And this first advantages is time and labor saving. That is just depends on the continuous work and PLC system. So that is why many customers nowadays will choose the fully continuous pyrolysis plant because the highest efficiency, biggest capacity, and also don't show that this picture. It is also environmental friendly. Just compare with the batch type pyrolysis plant because of the feeding and slagging at the same time. So we need to feed and slag and fill the environment, so there are no dust just during our flagging system, and also to just pull out the steel wire. They also have some dust come from the carbon black. But in this fully continuous one, on the pre-process step, we just remove the steel wire, so there are no dust pollution of the carbon black. This is some advantages of the batch type pyrolysis plant and semi-continuous pyrolysis plant. And the 3D layout, you can have a look at this, shows different steps of the fully continuous one. It almost includes 5 steps: feeding system, pyrolysis system, slagging system, discharging system, and the odor removal system. Here shows its different device and different system. If you have any questions, you can leave in the comment section, or if you want to know more information about our equipment plans, you can add our WhatsApp, email, or telephone. You can send your contact ways to us privately, or you can add our WhatsApp in the comment section. To add them directly, our sales manager is waiting for you to confirm. Okay, and the fully continuous pyrolysis plant includes the 5-step feeding system, or if you chose to process the carbon black, process the raw material with tire by yourself. So you need a pre-process step to crush the tire to the rubber powder and to remove the steel wire by using a magnetic separator. And then this is a feeding system. We use the feeding winch to feed the rubber powder into the reactor. This is a pyrolysis reactor. Have 2 sections. Here is the wheel, a resistant wheel to give a resistance of the reactor inside. Outside is the installation cover. We fully covered the whole reactor to prevent the fire that's come out of the installation cover. And then this is the pyrolysis system that's to get the flue oil gas. Here the red one is a burner. To burn it, to heat the raw materials in just without oxygen environment. And then the oil gas will come out to the outlets and get into the condensation system. This is the buffer tank the buffer chamber or the buffer tank to slow down the speed of the oil gas and to discharge the impurities. And then the buffer cooling tower. Most of the common one is 3 buffer cooling tower to condense them by the water cover outside, and also it have the effect to slow down the speed and to settle down impurities. Then we'll come to the vertical condensers. The common one is 3 vertical condensers. It have several tubes inside to just disturb the gas inside the tube and outside covered is the recycling water. Then this is the slagging system to slag the carbon black at a very high temperature and can slag them into the to be packed directly or to a small reactor. This is a slagging system. Here is the odor removal system. This is one of our patents. The odor removal system is to process the tail gas, because the tail gas, one of the products that they can process, they can use to burn the heating energy. But if we just burn it directly, they have bad smoke because they have the hydrogen sulfide inside. But if we just purify them, then to remove the hydrogen sulfide, and then the first effect to just remove the bad smoke, and second is there isn't corrosive of the reactor by this hydrogen sulfide. So this is odor removal system. They have the spraying solutions in it. And then this is the purification system. Not only we have the desulfurization tower, we also have other equipment, the post-dust collector, cyclone dust collector, and other spraying tower to purify the sulfur dioxide, the other bad smoke, bad particles inside. So we can reach to different regulations of different policies. That is for the purification. It's environmental friendly of the production. And then this is the semi-continuous pyrolysis plant. The equipment advantages: automatic feeding, high efficiency, energy saving, and good performance. The semi-continuous pyrolysis plant can work for 3 batch of 2 days. Let's run away. That can work continuous, don't need to cool down the reactor to discharge the carbon black. So that is why it have a higher working efficiency than the batch type pyrolysis plant. So we will just discharge the carbon black at a small reactor, then to condense them naturally. That is the batch type. But the capacity of the semi-continue and the batch type are almost the same. The 12 ton, 15 ton, 20 ton. And the same advantages: automatic feeding, high efficiency, energy saving, good performance. The batch type is 1 batch for 1 day. It includes the feeding system, condensation system, a pyrolysis system, discharging system, and purification system. That is the most common one and the most popular one, just for many years. And the advantages of the batch type pyrolysis plant is cost-effective, easy operation, good stability, and multiple use. Why it is multiple use? That is because it can use for different materials. Like we can use to process the whole tire, the waste plastic, oil sludge, or other coal tar sludge. We don't need to have much more pre-process. That we can put it into the reactor to heat them, to pyrolyze them, to condense them. And the good stability, it can work for 3 to 5 years. Cost effectively, that is, compared with this 3 kind of equipment, this is much more cheaper than others because the technique is the most common one. And easy operation, like if you need the operation after you buy this equipment, our engineer can come to your to factory to help you to install, operate, and train your workers how to operate this kind of equipment. And here is a clear 3D video of the batch type. Almost the same as the fully continue of each system, but the kind of difference with the reactor, stacking ways, and condensation system. First, the feeding system. We can feed the whole tire by using the automatic feeder and the pyrolysis reactor to heat them, and the heating ways we use is the burning chamber and the tail gas burner. Then a buffer tank to slow down the speed of the gas and to settle down the impurities. And here is the condensation system. We use the tube condensers that it have 4 steps of 7 condensers to by different steps they can just be more purified and to condense all the flue gas to the oil. This is the temporary tank to store the flue oil. This is the auto removal system to clean, to purify the tail gas. Then they can also return to the reactor for heating. For the fully continuous pyrolysis plants, they can heat for 8 hours by the extra tail gas, extra burning energy. But the next few days, they can all use the tail gas. And a batch step for the almost 3 hours to heat them by the natural gas burner or the flue oil burner, and also the next few hours. You can use the tail gas to return to the reactor to heat. And this is the first equipment. The pyrolysis plant unit have the capacity of 100 kilogram and 500 kilogram. If you are used for experiment or some college, they will buy our pyrolysis plant unit. Almost some European countries or American countries, they will buy this. And this is free installation, cost saving, easy handling, and test available. This is it. Or some private use. Farmers buy this equipment to get the flue oil from the waste tire plastic. Then by using our distillation equipment and can process the waste flue oil into the diesel and use at their agricultural machine. And here I show some applications of different products. The first, most main products of our equipment is the flue oil. By using the blower heating, heavy oil generator, or refine them to diesel. Because the flue oil, they have the high heating energy that can used for heating to burn them, and they can refine to diesel by using our distillation equipment. And the syngas to heating the reactor or burning. The aluminium ingot is from the aluminium plastic. It's not all we have the aluminium ingot, that it's much more higher prices than the plastic oil that we can use at the aluminium to just sell them at the metals factory or be the raw material of the fireworks. You can sell them at fireworks factory or other industry. The carbon black for heating, and the steel wire sold as scrap or they melted. This is different applications of them. And here are the profit analysis. The cost every day and income every day for reference. This has come from website, internet, and the feedback of our customers. Well, just the we have our markets every day, so it's for reference about the price and income. In different regions, they have different market. So you can see what's the cost. The raw material, the consumption of the electricity, and the heating energy by the heating flue, coal, and manpower. Income is the fuel, carbon black, steel wire, or other say aluminum ingot. Here are some equipment advantages of different raw materials. We use of the reactor is a boiler plate or stainless steel, and a welding step by using the welding machine. And also they are environmental friendly. The wind conveyor, auto removal system, and purification system, many of them are our patent device, like the tail gas burner or the safety device, the vacuum device. Then there are recommended products with tire to rubber powder machine, shredding machine, or others. Here are to process the tire to the rubber powder. Okay, and do you have any questions about our equipment, or do you want to know more information? You can contact with our WhatsApp, or you can send your private information to us. Tell us your WhatsApp, email, or WeChat or telephone. Our sales manager will contact with you immediately and give you our catalog and our project cases and our price list. Many customers will ask, how much is the equipment? Well, because we have different certificate, different capacity. We have 3 types of the equipment. They are they're not the same price, the same technique, and the certificates of different raw material are also not the same. So we will give you the price list in detailed. Just give you this by the WhatsApp. Send you a catalog. So if you want to know this, you can contact with us. This is all today's live show, and we will have a live show next week to share some information about the different plant, how to choose, and what raw materials, some common raw materials and discommon raw materials we can use. And here is today's live show. Thank you for watching today. Have a nice day.